Thank you for listening to this audiobook. This is All the Things We Buried, written by Sera Blackmoor and narrated by Google Play auto-narrated voice, Michelle. Audio copyright 2025, published by Sera Blackmoor. Prologue. Greg. 2020. "What are you doing here?" she asked as soon as she saw me sitting on the stool, leaning my arms on the bar counter. Ever since I saw her for the last time, on that unforgettably sad day, I have been imagining what it would be like to meet her again on an occasion when funeral tears and the feeling of mourning were not the protagonists. She was beautiful as I could remember, but even more stunning than any time I had seen her. Her copper-brown hair was longer than ever before, falling in curly cascades over her shoulders, as free as she was now. Her serene expression made me relive old memories, of how I compared her to an angelic being whenever she smiled at me, and how much her hug comforted me every time I felt like giving up on my dreams. She was like a shooting star in my life, quickly illuminating the entire path I intended to follow and disappearing as quickly as she appeared, leaving me in the dark once again. "It's a class of 1998 reunion party," I said, trying to sound good-natured. She laughed, and that seemed like a good sign to me. "As if you were that sociable. You probably don't remember the names of more than half of the colleagues here." It was my turn to laugh. She was right, she always was. "I remember yours, and that's more than enough. In fact, that's all that matters to me." I saw her skin shiver softly, and felt the excitement run through my body in the same way. I knew that our story had not come to an end, not in the way it had been interrupted and left half open for all the years that had passed. The tension between us was a mix of nostalgia, hurt, and anticipation. There was nothing stopping us from going in the direction we wanted to go, but the next step was a fine line between heaven and hell. If we both moved together in the same direction, we could finally find paradise, but if either of us took a false step, the other would suffer. Again. I was tired of being the guy who had to give up everything that made me happy for fear of other people's judgment. "Did you love another woman after me?" Her hazel eyes were fixed on me, and I tried to figure out the reason behind that question, but I couldn't. She had become an enigma. There would be no next chance, I knew that. This was now or never for us. From then on, our paths would either go in opposite directions again, or they would finally become one. Lying was not an option. "Yes."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?